So, yes, we started out the week at Rice. Great match for us. We played well all around, firing on all cylinders, and luckily we put them in a position to where they created a lot of errors. And then moving forward, we came back. We flew out Thursday to Lubbock, Texas, to play Texas A&M Commerce, Wyoming, and Texas Tech. Finished 1-2. And it was a good weekend for us. We did a lot of good things, but we learned a lot too. We learned that a lot of things that we need to work on moving forward.
In that Rice game, what was the thing that you liked the most from your team's play?
I think, again, we've said it all year, we stayed composed. We did really well at winning long rallies. We did really well at winning multiple points at a time. And then if they were to win a point, we responded pretty quick to it. We didn't let them go on runs. There was a couple times that we did, but for the most part, we stayed composed. And we did a good job of letting them create errors.
After the Rice game, of course, big one, but then you dropped the other two. Is it like balancing the highs and lows for you right now?
I would say a little bit, yes. So with A&M Commerce, that was probably the easiest match that we had of the 4 this week. And those are always challenging because with teams like that, it's tough to build momentum. But statistically, we did well. And then we go into Wyoming, and it was just very inconsistent. At 1-3, we played really well. And then 2-4 was really bad. We made a lot of errors that it's on us. We have to clean those up. And then set 5, it's, we were playing well, and then we beat the switch, we're up, and then we can't finish. So, message for that match is we need to eliminate errors, and we need to execute in the end so that we do finish.
Going into like Texas Tech. I know that's where you graduated from.
Yeah.
Is it a surreal feeling when you're on the other side and coaching against that team that you played with?
Well, I didn't play. I just went to school. But it was great to be back in Lubbock. Lubbock, it reminds me a lot of here, minus the scenery, but the people are amazing. And it reminds me of Lafayette. And so it was an experience to be back. It was a surreal feeling. And, it was a game that I really wanted us to go win. And it was a close match. Statistically, we did things good. And again, it was things that we need to execute and go finish. In set 3, we had, I think, 8 opportunities at set point. And so moving forward, once we can finally get back in our gym, we've been in our gym practicing one time, and that was in the last couple weeks. And then this week we're gone again. But we've got to sit down as a staff and put ourselves in a position and practice to be able to go finish. We've got to put ourselves in drills and situations that we do execute in the end.
Now, getting to LSU, what is something that you want to see coming out the gate to get you guys on the right path? What is something you want to see out the gate against LSU?
I just want us to compete. LSU is a very, very good high-level team. And so for us to just, stay composed and go compete together and everybody being on the same page at the same time is something that I am looking for with us.
Shia is a kill away from 100. How important is she for your team's success?
She is. She is definitely an important piece to our team. She has been our go-to, especially with Lauren Hill being out. And so I'm hoping now that Lauren is healthy and being back, that will take some relief off of Shia. But she has definitely been a go-to for us that we have heavily relied on. So, it's going to be the same thing moving forward.
With Lauren back healthy, how does that change some of the things that you do?
It changes a lot of things. We've been playing players out of position, and they've done well in that position. But Lauren stepped up this weekend, and it's like we hadn't missed her. So we need to figure out a lineup moving forward because we are, I would say, deep on both pins now. We have, Celeste Darling can play on either pin for us, but it's a matter of who shows up at this point because, I would say this weekend that was one of the things where we struggled with Tech, which, not to make excuses for the girls, but it's tough playing 2 matches in one day, especially one being a 5-set match. Physically, mentally, it's tough. And for them to compete how they did, we did praise them with that. But it's going to be nice to have Lauren back because she is a true outside hitter for us.
now having 2 weeks in, how has Sienna sort of played into the role? She was like doing part-time last year with the offense you were doing. This year she's doing, basically all you're saying.
Right. She has run a 5-1 thus far. And I think she's done a great job with it. One of the things that is a challenge for us is when we match up against these bigger teams, they are going to feed their outsides because she is undersized. She's a smaller block, which that was something that Tech used to their advantage with their star outside, Bryn Williams. I mean, they just kept hitting over her. And so that's something that we might need to look at moving forward, is running a 6-2 just from a defensive standpoint.